Ay, ay, ay. To say this thing has become the epitome of my existence is an understatement. What's going on, YouTube? So as you can see, back here at the Dakota again, and literally every freaking issue that I fix, it develops a new one. So I guess you could say it's a typical Dodge. But what we got going on right now is the fact that it overheated on me yet again. And the last video I made about it, we did the bleeder screw right here, and we bled out all the air, and thought I fixed it, thought we were good. Went and drove it today, did the same thing. It just overheated, spewed water everywhere because it got so hot. I did notice that it takes forever for the temperature to get warm. Like, it takes forever. So like, if you get in Maverick or in the Jeep, you can't see the Jeep right now, but if you get in there and you start driving it, the temperature gauge, you know, if you let it warm up in the driveway for a little bit, the temperature gauge is gonna climb up a little bit, and then when you take off down the road, either by the time I get to the end of the road, it'll either be halfway or at least a quarter way. This one doesn't. It will get, no, y'all can't really see that. Oh my goodness. One second. So it will get like a quarter way, and then it will take forever. Like, I was driving it for like 15 minutes or whatever, and it just did not get hot. It did not get to operating temp. And I was trying to figure it out, and I was like, why is it taking so long? But it wasn't overheating. And then as soon as it got to halfway, it all hell broke loose. It started smoking, water spewing everywhere. It even got up here on the windshield a little bit, and I literally had to limp it home. And it was bad as that it died at the end of the driveway. Like, as soon as I pulled back in, it died a couple times on the road. But I don't think that's the overheating part. That's just another issue that we're also going to fix in this video, because the other issue that has been developing is I think it's got a bad throttle position sensor. So one sec. So if y'all can see, I've got a newer throttle position sensor already on it. Now, I replaced that sensor years ago, and I only replaced it because it was kind of developing some weird, it was doing some like weird idling stuff forever ago. But it was like it wasn't like never a big deal, but I was like, I replaced it just to see if it make it better. But now the idling issues I have, it's like doing a surging idle. Like, it'll be idling, and then you see the RPM gauge goes, and at one point it was going so bad, it was which I thought I fixed that because my battery, I know this sounds stupid, but my battery was plumb dead. So I've been having the battery put on a battery charger, and I charged the battery up yesterday, and went and drove it today. Truck cranked right up. It ran better than it has ever ran. Went and drove it down the road just to see if I got every issue fixed with it, and then it was going so great until it wasn't. So the check engine light came back on. I haven't checked it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be that throttle position sensor again, which luckily I already got a new one, so I'm probably going to go ahead and replace it. And as far as my temperature gauge, the overheating thing, I'm going to replace the thermostat, because that's the only thing I could think of that it takes forever to, I was reading about it. If it takes forever to warm up, the thermostat is stuck open. If it warms up too fast, it's stuck shut. So we're going to replace the thermostat. We're going to hope that issue gets fixed, but let's go ahead and get into this. All right, there it is. You can see there's a newer one in there already, and it's lined up with the notch. Yeah, you gotta worry about that little notch right there. It's lined up. I don't know. We're gonna put another one in there. We're gonna see what happens. Alrighty, got the new one popped on there, and I matched it up. So I thought these things came with a 180 degree thermostat. Apparently, according to O'Reilly's, the factory is 190, and I had a 190. This is weird. I don't know if this is gonna make a difference or what, but the old one was 195. This one's 196. Don't know why there's a degree difference, but I thought they were supposed to have 180, but I guess not. If this don't fix it, then hell, I don't know, but let's see if we can throw it back on there. All right, got that on there. Let's go ahead and replace the other thing. You know, I was originally going to throw these away, but I think I'm going to keep them because they make working on gravel a whole lot nicer. Oh, if you don't know what these are, these used to be over here on our front porch. They used to be up there. And I guess they're like a non-slip thing, but it was like a non-slip padding, whatever. You see, we got a bunch of it over here. We were just going to throw them away. I asked around, nobody wanted them, but honestly, I think I'm going to keep them because working on gravel like this makes it a whole lot nicer. I can find a place for them out there in the shed. All right, let's take this thing off for the 100th time. All else fails. Yeah. All right, take this off as a T25. Alright, so when you get this, it comes all apart. So what you gotta do, you got a gasket. The gasket goes on here first. And then you got this little O-ring. There's a little groove right here that the O-ring fits in. So but we're gonna put it on this. Roll on there. Put it on there like that. Okay, put it on there. There you go. Put it on there like that. And then you got your two bolts. Stick your bolts through there like so. And that's basically how it goes. And that O-ring just flew off. Alright, that was kind of funny, but we found it. Just put it on there like so. Hopefully it don't spring off again. Alright, I'm going to try to beat the weather, but we just replaced the throttle position sensor, we replaced the thermostat. We're currently going to fill it back up with water, and I took my bleeder screw out again because we're going to try to bleed all the air out. I'm really going to let this thing run until every bit of air comes out of it, and we'll just go from there. So from all the videos I saw, they say this could do this for a while, and it hasn't got, the temperature ain't got halfway yet. It's about quarter way now. But it's still just bubbling. I mean, I'm gonna let this thing go until I don't see any more bubbles. It's funny too, because it looks like it'll stop and then it'll start bubbling up like that again. I guess it's got a lot of air in it. Another thing too that the video said that if you know you get majority of the air out when your heat is getting hot, and I drove this thing today and my heat is like cold right now, so I think it's still trying to work all that air out. We shall see. Alright, I came over here so you can hear me. I cut it off, I let it cool down for a minute, I filled it back up with water, and now I'm doing the bleeder thing again. But I got it completely full now. And my injector, I think my injector is just dirty, because there ain't no way I had two injectors go bad just like back to back like this. I mean, I guess there is a way, but I think it's just dirty from where it was sitting in the shed for so long. So, and I've cleared the code like 3 times now, and it still just keeps coming back. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to go like to the parts store and get me some like fuel injector cleaner or something. Maybe some sea foam, See if that'll clean it out before I actually replace it. Because I think it's just dirty, but yeah, we're doing the bleeder thing again. Making sure all the air is coming out of this thing now. I'm waiting for the thermostat to open back up. Okay, I don't see no bubbles coming out of this thing now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the plug back in. Oh yeah, I got hot heat now. Got the heater back. Still missing like crazy, but that's alright. Alright, so I'll let the truck cool off for a little bit. We're gonna take it on one last little main voyage before I have to go to work. Who knows, maybe that injector will like clean itself out. Alright, let's go. Well, my temperature is finally a little bit less than the halfway mark, which that's okay. My heat is freaking melting me out of here. Like this thing's always had an amazing heater and it's melting me out. It died on me at the last stop sign, but it fired right back up. So let's see if it dies again. I think it just idled so low that it killed it, but yeah, you see, it's like that. It's like idling really low. It's weird. There we go. That's what happened last time. I think that bad injector is making it idle so low that sometimes it's trying to kill it. I don't know. Oh, well, hey, my temperature is climbing up a little bit. Fuck. Is it getting past halfway? Do I dare take it further? What way is it going down? Do I dare take it further? Alright. It is currently day 3,467. Of trying to figure out what the heck is freaking wrong with this truck. So as you just saw, we replaced the thermostat and we replaced throttle position sensor. Now throttle position sensor fixed my weird idling issues and my shifting issues, but as far as my overheating issues that started this whole project in the first place, yeah, those still seem to be there. Just can't get rid of them. So we're gonna try a couple of other things today. So for starters, the next thing I'm gonna look at right here is this fan. So the fan's new, as you can tell. It's pretty brand new. The electric fan's brand new. The only thing I can think of is that maybe this fan was sitting up so long and it was sitting in a weird angle. Maybe it just, I don't know. But there is a way to test it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start the truck. I'm going to let it run for a second. And this sensor right here, no, not that sensor, down here. This sensor right here, we replaced the temperature sensor on this thing. So from my research, if you unplug that sensor while it's running, it sends this fan into overdrive. So it's supposed to sound like a jet engine or something like that. So we're going to try that. We're going to see if the fan's working right. If it doesn't do that, then the fan is probably bad. don't know if y'all can tell or not, but it's definitely working. The only other thing I can think of is maybe this. So I saw that one video where a guy said that this thing was actually clogged. So I guess we'll start looking at this. Oh, that definitely works. Alright, so they said if you blow into that tube and you can hear it bubble into the reservoir, that it's not clogged. So that kind of defeated the purpose on that one. So now, yet again, I am stumped. Just know that if you do unplug your fan like that, you do have to clear the check engine light because it freaks the computer out, and it causes the check engine light to come off of your sensor. So you do have to clear that out. But now I'm just letting it run to see if maybe it'll get hot again. I don't know.